All right, we'll call this meeting to order. It's May 6, 2026. It's a meeting of the Utica Common Council, Committee of the Whole. We have our packets in front of us. We'll just go straight through this list, and I recommend that if the sponsoring council person is not present, we can just move on and circle back. So we start intro local law number 4 of 2024. Councilwoman Colosimo Testa is not present now, so let's move to the next piece. All right, we'll move proposed ordinance number 2. We'll move past that for now for the same reason, as well as ordinance 4 and ordinance 3, it looks like. Unless anyone would like to discuss proposed resolution number 11, committed 1-2-26, we can move through that as well. Any questions on?
Well, your name's on that one, Council.
Yeah, that's your, you're good with everything?
So this has been in committee since essentially our first meeting of this term.
I think it's good just to have as a just in case. We can leave it in. If that
Okay.
works.
Anyone, any comments, questions, or want to move on? Okay. All right, so the next piece is proposed resolution number 8. It was committed on 1/21/26.
Yeah, I did hear word that they were still hoping that we would end up passing this. And at the time, we didn't know if we were willing to not have billboards, but that legislation ended up passing for the city's own reasons. So I think they are still looking to do this, and we can be part of the whole map for the state. But if people want to wait and learn more, you might want to reach out to the clerks and arrange something for that then. I'm for it, but open to discussion.
Number 8, what were we talking about?
Yeah, the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad adoption plan basically puts us on the map connects all the 22 counties of where the Underground Railroad was and comes up through the arterial.
Why would we not want to do that?
No, the biggest controversy was if
Why don't
we
you pull it?
didn't have the billboards.
We'll vote on it.
We'll vote on it tonight.
So go ahead and pull it.
I think
what
so.
was the reason it went in committee in the first place?
We would have to agree to not have any billboards where for the historical reasons. What was it? Yeah, for historical preservation, wherever this goes, they don't want billboards placed. So, but we already passed a legislation that says no billboards.
So they couldn't put billboards.
Yeah, either way. So we do apply, this is ready to be passed now then.
I'd like to pull that.
I think we can. Leave, so number 8.
Agreement?
If I'm fine with it as long as that was the reason that we kept it there
Yeah.
for the
That was-
billboards.
That was the reason.
So,
I know. Oh. Yeah, you were going to bring up the next ordinance for number 2, and I was going to say, but instead of skipping it, I still want to reach out and find out what all the fees are. So it just is a good reminder. I don't know if anybody else was able to get that list yet.
Okay, very good. We'll follow up with that.
See, you hold on that one.
yeah.
And now we have proposed ordinance 10 and 11. They both deal with battery storage.
We voted on that last time.
No, we didn't. She was gonna come back with more
We extended the
information.
moratorium.
Yeah, we extended the moratorium and they're
That's
waiting
what
on more stuff, so we'll leave those.
Who's gonna come back with more
I
information?
thought Stephanie?
7, okay. And 11, right?
Yes.
I don't see 11.
Some of Miss McLennan's,
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. McLennan's 5th grade class. We gotta skip that one.
Yeah,
Yep, we'll skip
There's
this one
nothing
for
written
now.
on there for this, right?
no.
All right.
And next, proposed ordinance number 4, 2/25/26. We'll move through that one for now as well. And that contemplates what Councilwoman Aiello is referring to in terms of rates.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got those mixed up. But yeah, same thing.
Okay.
So those go hand in hand.
Yeah.
All right, now proposed ordinance number 8, committed 2/25/26. Councilman Lemetico.
Let me read it again, it's been a while. Anybody have a problem with this one? I'll pull it.
Is this where we're Hold on, yeah, still reading it.
Let's leave this in.
Okay. We need to clear these up.
Yeah, we do. Oh, we need to call a meeting and get the right people here to get all this stuff done.
Ready to go.
All right, so now we have proposed ordinance number 14. Looks like it was also committed on 2/25/26, also dealing with battery storage. Presenting an amendment to zoning code 2-29. I think we could group this piece in with proposed ordinance number 10 and 11. If we have a committee meeting to discuss, we can just discuss 10, 11, and then 14 all in one meeting, I believe here.
I'd also like to get somebody in the industry into, we have so many people reaching out, emailing us, waiting for the moment that these are lifted, that they can do the battery storage. So I don't know. Somebody in that field, I know their answers might be biased, but it'd be useful to invite them as well to the committee meeting and hear their take.
Okay, very good. Introductory local law number 1 of 2026, committed 3/18/26. I would like to get a committee meeting on the books for this piece and invite our assessor in so we could work through options, calculate what the differential would be if we did go ahead and pass this, how many more senior citizens within the city would qualify for the tax exemption under the relevant state law. So I'd like to tentatively put something on the books here maybe for before our next meeting on the 20th.
Yeah.
Want to do that? Does that work?
I can do 5 if you need to do 5.
Okay. We'll get a date definite. I'll check in with our assessor to see if that time works for him and if he recommends a larger window to discuss everything, and then we could go from there, I think. All right, and then finally, proposed resolution number 5, leave benefits.
Yes, that one. That's Councilwoman Testos.
All right. All right, so we went through that now. If we would like to recommend discharge of anything, if you want anyone to clean anything up, or dive into any of these a little more, any follow-up questions, see what direction we want to head with anything specific here. It looks like a portion of these can be grouped together like we were talking about. For example, the battery storage pieces, the Ordinance 2 ski rates ties into, as Councilman Beatrice mentioned, the piece brought with rates. So I think while there's, more than a dozen individual pieces, I think these can be kind of classified into 6 to 7 different categories, and we could kind of narrow it down like that. But otherwise, if anyone has any questions, we can go ahead and ask. If not, then we could adjourn.
Aren't we gonna go
Does anyone have any questions on my list?
You guys heard that I'm sorry.
We could discuss. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any questions on mine, or do?
No, I'm in favor of it. I know I've heard it's the administration's meeting with the department heads, and the hearing from the department heads, there's some skepticism of if it can be done. I think this, I fall on the side of, I know they're going to get messy. I know stuff will happen. We're a city though, and it's our job to take care of things like this. And it's only 4 hours a day for the summer months. I'm in favor of it for that. And if something does happen, I like that this legislation says, just notify us and let us know of when it's expected to be back up and running. So it does provide that leeway if the city is in a bind.
And we do, just so people are aware, a lot of people think the bathrooms are unattended fully for the day, and they're not. We do have a youth bureau that's going to be at those bathrooms for at least 4-hour portion of that day. The reason why I want to make an ordinance on this was to guarantee that we will always have the bathrooms open, and so that's some of that there. But I was hoping some of the department heads would be here, that if they had more questions, but they're not. So I'm ready to go.
Councilman Beatrice?
So, as far as I'm concerned, you guys, the Parks Department, these bathrooms are already open, certain times. I have a very difficult time, and I won't be voting for it. I'm not against it, but I'm not voting for it when I don't see any of the department people telling me the people that are gonna do it. I know, it is what it is. I can't vote for something when I know the people who run the parks, who run the youth bureau, and the youth bureau does say there is people there, but I have more questions on how it's all gonna be done. It's not as simple as saying, turn the key and leave. We all know that. So, if it's gonna happen, like I said before, in my opinion, you don't need any legislation because they're already open, and you would just work with the person that's doing it. But that's just my opinion. So, thank you.
Councilman Urban?
One of the things I looked at when I was looking at this, I just made a phone call to make sure I knew what I was talking about, because we do have an agreement at Workforce Investment Board. We worked with them last year with the swimming pools, where they needed after-hour coverage because kids and people were jumping over the fences at all swimming pools. So they accepted some of the people we had that were actually on probation. And I'm pretty sure we work with Chet LeConte on that and the Parks Department. So I just talked to my boss, and we would be able to supply the people that she needs if it does run extra hours, and they would never leave. They'd open and close the doors for us, and we would pay them for a certain amount of time, possibly for the whole summer if we have to.
Thank you, Venice.
Yeah, that is great. Good, thanks.
It does show that the bathrooms will have attendees for the most part. But again, this is something we just want to have an ordinance for so that we can rest assured that we'll keep the bathrooms open and work out ways to make that happen.
Anything else on this or any other city business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.
I'd like to open up the pre-meeting. The first piece of legislation is authorizing sale of beer and wine to the Valley View Golf Course. Everybody good with that?
But we're gonna need some Billy's roll.
Thank you. Next one is authorizing sale of beer and wine to the FX Matt Brewery. Next one is authorizing sale of beer and wine to St. Anthony and St. Agnes Church for their festival. Next one is authorizing sale and beer to wine to Tunnel of Towers. Everybody good? Joe, you're all set on this one, right?
Yeah, we can make this, if you guys want, full council, all right?
I'd like to make that full cut, let me read it. Proclamation recognizing the Notre Dame girls varsity basketball team. Everybody go down full council on that?
Yes.
Okay. Next one, Councilman Testa, proclamation honoring Mrs. Hayes. You good on that, Sam? Well, she's gonna be here at all, or- okay.
Because they're not gonna be able to put the. No, we're not gonna be able to put the prices.
Okay. Next one, ordinance adding section 2-8-2, display of flags and flag raising City Hall of Utica City of Ordinances. Everybody good at that one?
Sure. So this one, we can put it in committee unless people wanted to vote for it tonight. But we tried doing this in 2024, and everybody kind of came to the table and said, let's just do exactly how the city of Boston does it. So essentially, this still allows the mayor to do flag raisings as he does through the application. But if the council has a proclamation for somebody, it also grants people the opportunity to get a flag raised as well in that case and event. But they still have to, complete an application with the clerk's office. But again, this just mimics exactly what City of Boston did.
All right. Everybody good on that one? All right. Next one, announcement of dates for the July and August Common Council meeting, which was July 1st and was Wednesday, August 26th. Everybody good on that?
Just so you know, I won't be here the 26th.
We'll get something done then.
Good.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Next one, resolution in support of 2026 SS4A funding application. Everybody got that?
Austin, you want to fill us in?
Yeah, so the SS4A is Safe Streets and Roads for All grant program. It's through the US DOT. There's $1 billion in funding. What we're going after, there's 4 different locations. One of them's on South Street, Steuben to Conkling. There is Eagle Street, Jenny to Conkling, and then there's James Street from Steuben to Brinkerhoff, and there is the United Square area. What it is it's infrastructure improvements for pedestrian mobility and increased safety, so it has some pavement markings and curb bump outs and stuff. The total ask for the grant's $10 million, and it's an 80-20 match. The 20% is $2 million. So,
Austin, if you don't mind, when did this grant come out?
we actually applied for this grant last year with Oneida County. Rome and Utica did it together. It wasn't successful. Our portion had a lot of traction, but Rome didn't have a lot of traction. That's why it wasn't awarded.
Is there an amount of miles of roads that you're actually paving this, or is it just?
It's more for safety,
Okay.
more than just pavement.
Okay.
So there's like the curb bump outs, there is the crossing stripings, there's the light up pedestrian signs and things like that.
So even when the mill and fill comes out, we're still thinking about other spots than North Utica and other places?
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Austin. Anybody else? Questions? All right. Next one, a resolution approving the granting of 3 permanent easements for the Mohawk Valley Garden Incorporation.
So I can speak on that, and Brian. So we do have some maps, if you wanted to see. So essentially, there's a number of parcels within the harbor area that are in the process of being sold by the Harbor Point Development Corporation to Mohawk Valley Gardens. They are in the process of developing the site, and they have gone through site plan approval, et cetera. There's a couple of easements that are necessary. As you look on your map, there's an easement for 0.082 acres. That's for their patio. It's going to extend over on the walkway of the harbor. The easement that's for 0.059 acres is actually their ingress and egress coming off of Harbor Way. And then the last easement for .071 acres is an easement that we're not sure is necessarily needed. They're still working on to figure out if the parking lot can be reconfigured, so they won't need the additional piece there. But that would just be for, their parking lot extends on land that is owned by the city. And it's my understanding that at least the two easements, the one for their patio seating as well as the ingress and egress, is needed for them to be able to close on the sale of those lots from the harbor to Mohawk Valley Gardens.
Brian, was there a recommendation from the Harbor Point for this? Or what is the Harbor Point Development's take on this, and how
I
does that
don't-
tie into the actual city?
I don't know that this was put in front of the Harbor Point Local Development Corporation for a vote necessarily,
Okay.
but I would think that the LDC
It's all
would-
part of the plan
would be supportive
in
of
totality.
whatever.
From what the last thing that they showed us was, this was all part of it. Okay.
Sale that we did for the 100,000, I think it was in 2024, we had something, 100,000, 125,000, so I claimed the land, not, so it's separate.
It's an entirely separate transaction by the harbor to Mohawk Valley Gardens. The only reason it's coming before the city is obviously, we own the land, the streets, and obviously we have the boardwalk area of the harbor, so they need easements for utilizing and being on those portions of the city property. And obviously, again, they haven't finalized the closing, but my understanding is they can't close one of them without the ingress and egress for the 1933 building, because I believe those are two separate lots.
Just a question, if this land is transferred or sold, these easements, because they're permanent, they run with the land?
They would run with the land.
Do we want that?
Say that again?
Do we want that? Is that ideal, to run with the land? No, I'm saying the current property, if it's sold or transferred because it's a permanent easement, it would run with the land and continue. I'm just asking if
So-
that's what we want.
So I would anticipate at least the ingress and egress would probably need to stay, because there's no mechanism in or out of the 1933 building. The parking lot easement may not even be actually required. They're still working, but we wanted to get this through in case it is required. And then the patio, I mean, I haven't drafted the actual final easement. We can put language in there that if, that wasn't a permanent easement, but only for Mohawk Valley Gardens, whoever the entity that is owning it. And that was part of the reason why you don't have the actual easements. We're just waiting on confirmation, because it seems a little redundant to me to prepare an easement to the harbor and then have to later transfer it to Mohawk Valley Gardens. So I'm just waiting on the entity that it's actually going to, which is why the sale information is being included. So, but I can certainly do that if the concern is, at least for the patio, that it's not a permanent, that it's a, for their use only.
Yeah, and I just ask because if we think of a scenario where this land is ever transferred and we wouldn't want the easement to be there, because at that point it'd be too late. I mean, it would just be in perpetuity forever versus being with the specific owner of the land who currently occupies or has possession.
So do we need to change that, or?
The only thing that I'm concerned about is that it already says they own certain real property, the lot 1, 2, and B, is set forth in the survey. I mean, you're granting the easement in order for them to, I don't know what you're gonna
Yeah,
add
they
to
don't-
that that's gonna turn that around. Or,
I
I mean, I don't see it being a permanent easement. I think that they're basically saying they need the easement for the process of selling the above referenced lots.
Well, it says it's a permanent easement, so there are two types of easements. One easement runs
So
with the land.
permanent easement, meaning being that they're doing this because they need that land in order to go there. I don't
So,
see how that.
Sam, let him finish his
So,
statement.
no,
No,
first
so-
of all, I have the floor, which he just interrupted, Jack, so calm down for
Well,
1
first of all, I
second.
never gave you the floor.
Oh, I'm
but-
sorry.
but
Once
let him
again,
finish
everybody's
his
able to
statement.
speak.
You
So the
made
only
a
thing that I was
statement.
saying is
Let
that
him
they said
finish
they're
it.
selling it in order for them to do the,
So let me clarify a couple things.
Thank you.
So they are selling, if you look on the map, there's the .082 acres right there. They're not selling that piece of land. It's the overhang and it's their patio seating that extends out onto the, I'm gonna call it the boardwalk of the harbor. The lot that it sits on, lot number 1, that is being sold to Mohawk Valley Gardens. Right next to that, with the Division of Cal's one-story building, that is lot number, I'm calling it B because I think it's 2 different lots. Lot B, that is the ingress and egress. That I think has to be a permanent easement because there's no way in and out without entering on city property to do that. But the easement for the overhang on the harbor, there are 2 types of easements, permanent and temporary. Usually temporary exists for a short period of time. Permanent extends forever. And I think Joe's question or comment is, do we need this or do we want it extending forever and running with the land? You can have an easement that runs just with the owner. And if another owner wishes to have an easement, they would need permission again from the city to be able to continue on with that. That's really the only difference. And again, the last one for the parking lot may not even be required, but I would think also if a parking lot is constructed, it would be a permanent easement on the, that small, the 0.07 acre.
Anything else, Joe?
No, Stephanie summed it up perfect, and that's the point where, at this point, we want Mohawk Valley Garden Corporation to have the easement, but the question is, do we want any subsequent landowner to enjoy the same easement, which is why the conversation is the permanent easement runs with the land permanently versus the easement that only applies to Mohawk Valley Garden Corporation as the owner. So again, Stephanie summed it up. That's the point there.
Sam, do you want to finish up with that?
No, I mean, I understand this, and part of the reason you were on the Harbor Point, we sold a lot of land to a lot of other people, which brought us to this point to even have to grant easements in those
I
parcels.
just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I think that he just got it clarified for him.
Thank you.
I didn't need that clarified. I was just talking about the importance of the 2 types of easement looking down the line.
Yeah, I don't think it is a resolution. I don't think it's necessary. I will, when I draft the easements, separate out the 2 that are going to be permanent versus the one that's going to be kind of a temporary, but permanent to that entity
owner.
that is.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next one is a resolution approving the granting of 3 permanent easements. And I just did that one, disregard. Next one is proclamation recognizing the grand opening of Crest Kitchen and Bar in Utica. Everybody go with that?
I can make that full council too.
Please, everybody go with full council?
Yep.
Full council. Next one, Joe, would you like to speak on this one at all? This is the proclamation for the 110th anniversary of North Utica.
Yeah, on May 16th, we're having a celebration, I guess you can call it, at, I think, 1 to 4 at the senior center. You guys are all invited to come. There's going to be guest speakers, there's food, event, and this is just recognizing that 110 years ago, North Utica took over land from Deerfield, and it's just telling about it. And there's the proclamation. If you want me to read it, or you want Rocco was going to read this tonight.
Is there a date when they're going to have the?
Yeah, May 16th at 1 o'clock.
May 16th.
Okay. And so
It's up to you, it's
the
up to you,
reason I
Rocco,
brought
or
this
you,
up-
whoever wants to read it. Just-
Yeah, I already talked to Rocco. I'm going to read the Notre Dame one. He's going to read that one.
Thank you.
Okay.
And the next one is a resolution for Harriet, no, we're going to hold that one.
This can be full council also.
All right.
All right.
Everybody agree with that?
And also, Councilman, as just order of business tonight, the Future Stars proclamation that we passed for the girls' soccer club, they'll be in tonight to receive their proclamation.
Okay, you want to read that?
You can. Yeah.
Are they coming here?
Yeah.
Well, then you should probably go up and read it.
Yeah, that's.
Rocco shouldn't read it from the podium.
We'll take care of it. Thank you.
I'm going to take my girls up
We
there.
have yours, right, too? We're going to be. Would you like to read that one? So, I have it in front of me. Right, go ahead, just read the headlines.
Ordinance for minimum public access hours for restroom facilities and parks.
Okay, we're gonna be voting on that today. All right, I'd like to close the meeting.
What about the Harriet Tubman one?
We're gonna hold that one.
Oh, we are holding it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Meeting's closing.
Order.
I don't think he checks it there like we do.
The city clerk will call the roll.
Aiello, Burmaster Bitar, Carcone, Irvin, Beatrice, Wazlewski, Colosimo Testa, Lemetico, Giruzzi, all present.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for the deceased members of the Common Council. Is there a motion and second to dispense the reading of minutes from the previous meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Can I have a motion and second to waive the rules of order?
I'll make a
Motion.
motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a couple proclamations. The first one is the proposed resolution number 5, proclamation recognizing Notre Dame girls varsity basketball team. Councilman Beatrice will come up to the podium. Girls basketball team, come up, please, and coaches.
Come this way.
Girls, when you guys leave, at the end of the counter there is a proclamation, each one of you, there's a proclamation for you girls to take, okay? So just go straight around here.
You guys
We'll line up. Yeah. Oh, you gonna go right up top? I guess you're big time. Okay. So, this is a proclamation recognizing the Notre Dame girls varsity basketball team. Whereas the Notre Dame varsity girls basketball team has completed their season, winning their 5th consecutive Tri-Valley League championship, and whereas led by seniors Ella Trinkus, Aaron Trinkus, Emma Johnson, Jenna Herron, Tessa Arcuri, the team combined passed the Tri-Valley League and won their 3rd consecutive sectional championship and a regional championship on their way to becoming a New York State Class A state championship finalist. Whereas Ella Trinkus completed her career as the all-time leading scorer in Section 3 history and leaves a team that has not lost a league game or Section 3 game in 3 years. And be it proclaimed, the Common Council for the City of Utica hereby recognizes the hard work and dedication shown by the entire 2026 Notre Dame varsity girls basketball team, along with Coach John Snyder, Tom Peterson, Jared Otis, Molly Clark, and congratulations to them on their season. And be it further proclaimed, the proclamation will ever be inscribed into the minutes of the City of Utica's Common Council meeting on the 6th day of May 2026. I also want to say a few words here. The rest of the roster, I want to recognize everybody that's up there. The rest of the roster, Lily Johnson, Julius Otis, Coral Kearney, Caitlin Williams. For the playoffs, these girls must have been called up. Grace Levitt, Michaela Otis, Jalen Della Rosa, Anna Avery, Molly Trinkus, Chloe Percher, and Addie Zisk, okay? And also, just a couple little notes. The team, they won 5 consecutive Tri-Valley League champions, 3 consecutive sectional champions, and they were the state Class B champions in 2024. So that's a great feat up there, girls. I'm very proud of you girls. There's individual proclamations for all you girls, okay? And thank you so much for coming.
Votes, council people?
Anybody wants to come take photos, you're welcome to.
I also want to say one thing. I think it's amazing. Ella, I don't know if I've met you before personally, but congratulations on salutatorian. I think that's an amazing accomplishment. There was a couple of girls that are here that I don't know if they got recognized. I see a San Giacomo and a couple others. So if you don't mind, I don't speaking, taking a couple words and
Oh.
recognizing
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
You're
sure.
up here.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we're just incredibly thankful, special group, so thankful to all of you, to Councilman Beatrice, to the entire council. Just a really special group. Obviously, as a coach, I've been blessed to have this group. Makes my job easy. Next year I have to earn my salary when these 5 seniors leave us. But yeah, so our group is McKenna Otis, Caitlin Williams, Emma Johnson, Tessa Arcuri, Addie Zisk, Corey Carney, Lily Johnson, Aaron Trinkus, Jules Otis, Jenna Heron, Anna Ivy, Ella Trinkus, that's your superstar there. We'll really miss Janelle Della Rosa, and our next Trinkus who's going to carry the flag, Molly Trinkus. So, thanks. Thank you so much.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 2?
Motion.
A proclamation honoring the Future Stars Kresnik Soccer Club inaugural U14 girls team.
Come right up.
Can you guys come up? Okay. Just come right up. Yeah, in front. Right there, guys. Whereas the city of Utica recognizes the importance of youth sports in fostering teamwork, discipline, leadership, and confidence among young people. Whereas the Future Stars Kresnik Soccer Club has demonstrated a commitment to developing young athletes and strengthening community ties through inclusive and accessible soccer programming. Whereas in October of 2025, the club established its first ever all-girls team, the Future Stars Kresnik Soccer U14 girls team, making a significant milestone in expanding opportunities for girls in athletics within our community. And whereas the creation of this team reflects the dedication of coaches, families, players, and a community that has all worked diligently to build a program promoting inclusion and empowering young women in sports. Whereas the team represents the spirit and diversity of the city of Utica, bringing together young athletes across from the community and contributing to the continued growth of youth soccer in the region. Whereas the Future Stars Kresnik Soccer U14 girls team serves as an inspiration for future generations of young athletes by demonstrating perseverance, teamwork, and pride in representing their city. Proclaim that the Utica Common Council hereby recognizes the honors of the Future Stars Kresnik Soccer Club U14 girls team for its inaugural season and its contributions to youth development and community pride, and further proclaim that the Common Council extends its best wishes for continued success to players, coaches, and families in this outstanding program. Your vote.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Edin Ferkic, and I'm the president of the soccer club. And this is our first girls soccer team and first our girls program under our updated name. Our club is all based on boys teams. And I have another coach that he's not here tonight. He's a state trooper. He couldn't make it. He's the one that made this happen for us. And I would like to thank everybody that has helped us get to hear. And thank you. Not much of a speaker, but thank you.
You girls
Which way?
go that
This
way.
way?
Go ahead.
That way?
Yep.
Go that way. Either way.
To
It's
that.
okay, let me go first.
Public comment period allows 3 minutes per speaker. Our first speaker is Tim Julian.
Brock, can we,
Can we vote on this?
no, just let the girls go before we start getting into this stuff. I'm just saying.
Wow, we're gonna. Tim, the Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Thank you.
Start the clock,
Yep.
sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tim Julian. I served 6 months as Utica Council President, 7.5 years as Utica Mayor, and am currently an Oneida County Legislator and the County Minority Leader. But my real job for the last 45 years has been landlord, and I am here tonight to speak out against the good cause eviction law. Landlords are constantly singled out as the bad guy.
Tim, if you don't mind,
What?
that's what I asked, just let everybody go so
Oh,
that we can hear
okay.
you. Okay, I'm
What do
sorry.
you want
If
to talk about
can,
first?
Restart over,
Huh? We start the whole thing over again?
if you don't mind.
It was only 18 seconds.
Not that you're keeping track, right?
Oh,
You gotta stop watching.
It's all fired up, too. You remember that, don't you?
Gonna have to rub your engine up again.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Good? Yeah. Okay. As I stated, I served 6 months as council president, 7.5 years as Utica mayor, and I'm currently an Oneida County legislator and minority leader. My real job for the last 45 years has been landlord, and I am here tonight to speak out against the good cause eviction law. Landlords are constantly singled out as the bad guy, but you saying all landlords are bad is no different than me saying all tenants are bad. Yearly, my business adds to the local economy over $100,000 in property tax, over $100,000 in water costs, over $100,000 a year to National Grid, over $15,000 a year for cable and internet, and over $30,000 a year in insurance costs, and well over $100,000 a year in maintenance, and much more. While these figures may be shocking to some of you, maybe that's because you all see the money that comes in, spending your time counting it, but never ask what goes out. Keep in mind that during COVID, when evictions were shut down, I still paid those bills, even while having over $100,000 in unpaid rent stolen from me, even while tenants were told they didn't have to pay. If I walked into your home or coffee shop, or any of your businesses, and took $1,000 off your table, I'd be arrested. Tenants do that to landlords every day with no repercussions. As an LLC, every time I go to court, I need to have a lawyer present with me, and as someone in the political arena, I can only appear in front of one of the 3 city court judges and have to wait to get on the calendar, which oftentimes adds weeks to the docket I'm appearing for. Most evictions take 2 or 3 months and several court appearances, and this law would add to each of those. I point out to you this booklet, 61 pages, put out by the New York State Attorney General, Letitia James, called the Residential Tenants' Rights Guide, which is available on our website. It can't be confused with the Landlord's Rights Guide, as no such guide exists. Landlords generally have no rights at all. Looking at this guide, you will see that most of what the good cause eviction law does is already in place in all of New York State. What the good cause law will do is allow the tenant to drag their feet for another month or 2 while they question the eviction action and bring us to court again. More money spent, more time wasted, and unrecovered rent for the landlord means everyone's costs go up, including the tenants. If you have the common courtesy to ask them, any landlord will tell you, nobody will evict a good tenant. And being a good tenant is not a high bar. Pay your rent, don't cause conflicts with your neighbors, and keep your space up as best you can. Of all the units I own, I raised rents on 12 this year. Only 12 out of 96. If good cause passes in Utica, that will change, as I'll have no choice to hedge my bets and raise everyone's rent yearly to make sure all my expenses are covered. This law will cause hardships where there presently are none. You will force landlords out of the rental market, and they will deem it too much trouble to remain in this business. Dwelling shortages will occur, further exacerbating the problem. A drive down Genesee Street will tell you quickly that we already have too many vacant buildings and apartments.
Do not add to it by vilifying those that pay millions into your city's tax base every year. Thank you, sir.
Mr. President. Thank you. Tim, if you don't mind, can you answer one question for me?
What's that?
If you don't mind. May I have the floor for 1 second? One question only.
Not my call, not my call.
Thank you. So say, for example, you get evicted and there's no good cause eviction. How, and the person that lives in the apartment didn't get served correctly. How much longer do they have from when they weren't served originally? How long does that
The whole
take?
process starts from zero if they're not.
From zero, if they're not served properly. Then what happens if they state that they can't move out of the apartment because they can't find a place to go? That starts over for you again, correct? Or how does that
What
work?
you're opening up, and I'd love to stand here and talk about this, but I can go on about it all night. It opens up a new timeline over and over again. It depends on the judge you get. This handbook for tenants gives finite numbers, time frames, things like that, in landlords dealing with the tenants. When I asked legal aid, what's the time frame I have to wait for something like whatever the question was, they said it depends on the judge and it depends on what they're thinking that day.
So
there are no finite numbers designed with landlords in mind.
And that goes back to my original question is you have a hard enough time without the good cause eviction trying to evict somebody out of an apartment.
Landlords are small businesses like all others.
Okay.
And when you hurt the landlord, you're hurting small business.
Thank you.
Period. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Stefan Rubitsky. Stefan, the Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Stefan Rubitsky. I'm a resident of Utica. And this 4th of July, Mayor Galimi wants to possibly have the fireworks at the harbor, at Harbor Point. Now, this may be tricky because it's a small space, and where are people going to park? And the party in the park at Proctor Park has been a tradition for years. It is essential that the council work with the mayor to figure out where to have fireworks this 4th of July and to be prepared for wherever fireworks are and to have a plan on what to do on the 4th of July. I feel that the fireworks should stay at Proctor Park for Party in the Park. It's a bigger venue, and there's more parking there, and there are shuttles from MVCC or the Parkway Rec Center to get to Proctor Park, and it's a tradition having it at Proctor Park, and we need to think about where to have fireworks, either at the harbor or at Proctor Park. I believe it should be at Proctor Park. That's the logical choice.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Francis Brown. Francis, Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thomas Redfield Proctor, born May 25th, 1844, died July 4th, 1920. Was a prominent Utica businessman and philanthropist. Thomas R. Proctor Park, which consists of lands he purchased and donated to the city, is also named for him. Therefore, having the 4th of July fireworks at Proctor Park serves as a memorial to him as well as our beloved country. Frederick T. Proctor Park is located on the corner of Rutger Street and Culver Ave. It is considered the crown jewel, consisting of 62 acres compared to the limited space and the water hazards at Utica Harbor. The Proctor family intent was for the use of all citizens of Utica, not for the ones that could pay the fees. Most of the Conklin Park has been commercialized. Fees for golf, fees for skiing. Last year, hours were questionable too. I see 12 events for alcohol use at the Valley View. I wonder how many more street sign requests will come of that. Other than the limited hours of the public bathrooms at the park that seems to work around a teacher schedule, seems to be commercialized purposes as well. The public restrooms in Proctor was paid for with ARPA monies, therefore must follow the ADA requirements for access for persons with disabilities. The Boilermaker at the party on the agenda tonight should be more detailed in its location. The Utica Police does have a serious issue on its hands. That is not having enough trained officers. They are short one more due to the military truck incident. This is going to be a burden on the already overworked force. Utica needs more incentives for recruitment. One will be something like the HUD's Good Neighbor Next Door program. A serious crackdown on Oneida Square is needed, especially with the synthetic drugs that has been banned by local ordinance 2-15-46 since 2012. And last but not least, I want to wish happy birthday to Mark, the best DPW commissioner I personally have seen in action. The DPW and parks are out there with a limited staff, getting her done. Good job. Thank you.
Francis, did a council person ask you to spy on a department head?
What?
No, just out of curiosity. Did they?
It's not part of my speech.
Okay. But did it happen?
Our next speaker, Kelly Dursel. Hi, Kelly. Common Council has provided you a copy of Section 3244, public comment period. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make this quick as I'm not good at public speaking.
No, go ahead.
Okay, basically I have major concerns regarding traffic signage and a lack thereof throughout East Utica along Albany Street. Primarily there was an incident that happened to me as I was making a left from South Street, or a right from South Street, and then I made a left going down Jefferson. There's a quick stop sign right there. It's about 20 feet long, and then there's South Street. I looked both ways, and then I proceeded, and then there was like a dirt bike, and what I seen in the back of my rear view mirror after I cleared the stop sign was just like red plastic going by, and I'm like, what is that? And then I looked, and there's a guy on a bike laying down. And so I pulled my car over, and I'm like, God damn it, I hear plastic. Then I looked at my car, and my bumper's off. Basically, he got a $100,000 payout. He's unregistered, unlicensed. I've been driving for 30 years, playing by the rules. Maybe a couple dismissed speeding tickets in my early 20s. Nothing to this degree has ever happened to me, and I'm traumatized to this day. I think there needs to be stop signs. Upon the officer taking the report, he stated that it was stupid that there isn't one. There was a child killed, and I'm not quite sure why nobody did anything. I pick kids up from school, and it makes me sick that this could have been somebody getting hit. That's my main concern. I'm already traumatized. I feel bad that somebody got hurt. But I don't believe this would have happened to this degree, or what happened to me, if there was a four-way stop. And then upon looking, if you go down where Broad Street is, if you go up Millgate, Nichols and Jefferson, and what is the other one? Yeah, if you go along Catherine, it seems like, and I'm not being paranoid when I say this, why isn't there stop signs at those intersections either? It's almost as if it's a intentional bodily injury trap. And I don't want to make accusations with that, but what else could I call it? Because there's no preventative measures in place to go and check that each and every intersection has a four-way stop.
You're going to have to finish up, Kelly.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. We do not have common council guest speaker, no communication from the mayor. Report of city officers. We'll start with Deputy Chief Noon from the Fire Department.
Nothing to report.
Thank you. Brian Thomas, Urban Renewal.
Nothing to report.
Marcus Phillips, Commissioner of Codes.
Two things quick. One, the mayor asked me to look these numbers up today. Last year, we did about 558 abatements through the whole year. That's about 10 a week. This year, through 5 weeks of good weather, kind of, we're already at like 110. So when you look at that, that's like 20 a week. It's double. So there's a lot of strain on city departments, us, Parks Department, DPW. Trying to get the city cleaned up this spring, but we're trying to do it. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is, so Monday, for the first time, our website will be outfitted with a portal that'll allow people to make codes complaints online and then follow the case as it goes through. So that's the first feature and a bunch of features that'll be rolled out through our website upgrades that we hope will help the public and be a lot better as far as communication and getting information out to the public. So encourage people to look around Monday. If you got a codes complaint, send it to us that way. Let's see how we do with the new system. Our guys have been training and we're working and we're excited to try.
Quick question. Can you can the person that submits it track it, or is it just through your department?
Yeah, so right now, the website's gonna be much more full. This is the first easiest step in a long series of steps. But right now, if you put your email address in the complaint, every time an officer takes an action, you should get an email. So you can track it through email. In the future, you'll be able to track it through the GIS mapping system. Yeah.
And let me ask a question. Is it just through codes, or is that through every department? Or is it just through codes right now?
Well, right now it's codes, and a couple permits, like a sidewalk permit from engineering. But right now it's just like a standard codes complaint. It's not, it's gonna be much wider as the system builds up.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
I had a quick question on that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Councilman.
I think that's a great idea. Thank you for putting that together. But just for the acknowledgement of the public, how would they log on to that system and how do they go about putting it in?
It's supposed to be simple. We'll see. It's supposed to be on the city front page of their website.
Okay.
They can go put a codes information. I ask them to be patient with us because teaching an old dog new trick. You know, we got an old computer system that we're still using, and we're trying to upgrade to a new one, so there's a lot on the back end that they don't see. So you go on our city website, you click, you submit the complaint, you get emails and updates as the codes officers go through, but right now we're still learning. Rolling it out is the only way we're gonna get better at it. So we're hoping that by the time the whole website is built and functioning, we're using it properly, not just us, the engineering department, the controller's department, the assessor's office, parts of the fire department, so that you don't have to FOIL for things, you don't have to ask questions. You can get all the information you need right from a website, you can file complaints right from a website, and you can pay a lot of things online that you can't pay right now. Right now you can't pay building permits online, you can't pay plumbing permits, electricity permits. So we're trying to integrate all of that stuff, and Melissa's staff, the clerk staff has been working hard. People were in from New York, the company's called GovWell, they're in from New York for 2 days this week. They're on Zoom with us constantly, and we're trying to learn this whole new system while this spring is happening, and we got 20 abatements a day. And all these construction projects, a lot of construction projects in the city. So there's a lot going on, And this is just part of our trying to make a better user experience. So many people got so many questions on what we do or what we don't do or what we ignore, what we don't ignore. Now you can click and see.
And Jack, to answer that, I think that the GEIS system now is public access. So you don't actually need a login in order
Well,
to do that.
GIS is public access.
Yes.
And with this, the
So
only
that's
reason
the only
you would
thing
have
if
to
you wanna-
register is if
yeah.
you want email updates.
Email.
You don't have to register, but if you want to register, you give your email address, you create an account, and then you can get email updates. If you don't want to register, you can submit anonymous complaints. And we made sure that you could submit anonymous complaints because every city doesn't do that.
All right, thank you, Marcus.
Thank you. Our DPW Commissioner and birthday boy, Mark Sokolowski.
Just that we're in our third week of green waste, and we're going through all the areas, and we're getting it done. I want to thank Marcus for helping us through the abatements, and I just want to say one thing. I wish the council, the majority of the council members call me. I don't like to hear when I have to hear from other people that the council has a problem. I'm open. You can call me at any time. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Deputy Chief Holt from the UPD.
So just real quick, the mayor has asked that, the police department focuses some efforts on Oneida Square, making sure that, our city center is, there's police vigilance there. There's always a police presence there. Any issues, any illegal activity, any nuisance activity is addressed throughout the day and night, and so you're gonna see, and we have been had a constant presence there, and we're gonna continue to have a constant presence there throughout the good weather days. Also, the parks is another focal point, and we will make sure that we have an increased presence there as well. I know that during the good weather months, those areas can see some increased activity, and we'll make sure that we're there to deal with that. So.
Thank you. There's no cash report, petitions, remonstrances, and appeals. We're going to start tonight with Council Member at Large and Majority Leader Jack Lemenico.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, Marcus, it's great that you got that online. I think this is great. I think hopefully the calls will increase, and they could see what a great job that the Codes Department is doing in taking care of these abatements. Mark, thank you for everything you do. You've been right on top of it. And Captain Holt, Deputy Chief Holt, excuse me. Well, you're moving up quick.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking care of that. Some of the issues that we're having in front of Proctor High School there, you're going to look at some of the parking issues that we're having there. So other than that, thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you everybody for coming today.
Yes, sir, just to address another issue there at Proctor. So I know Proctor, all the neighborhood schools there's always concerns with parking, speeding, traffic safety, all that stuff. And so one of the issues that Utica City Schools brought up was some speeding issues on Hilton Ave in front of Proctor, and also speeding issues on Armory Drive in front of the artery entrance at Proctor. The county, I contacted the county, and the county was grateful enough to provide us with a speed sign that has a license plate reader on it. That license plate reader will take the registration information and send a warning ticket to anybody speeding in front of Proctor Park on Hilton Ave. We're going to leave it there for 2 weeks, and then we're going to move it over to Armory Drive. So, for any residents that are concerned, I know there's some parking concerns there in Hilton, but anybody concerned with any of the traffic safety issues there regarding speeding, that's being addressed right now. So.
Thank you, Chief. Council Member at Large, Minority Leader Samantha Colesimo Testa.
Thank you, Mr. President. Deputy Chief Holt, if you can, and Assistant Chief Noon, and even Parks Commissioner, or DPW Commissioner Sokolowski, and maybe even Codes Commissioner Phillips. We're passing a ordinance tonight that has to do with restrooms. One of the calls that came in today on the 911 app that I read was man in his 30s found unconscious from overdose in the bathroom. That was on Mohawk Street today at McDonald's. I know that it's an issue. I talked to Chief Ingersoll today. He told me 348 overdoses in the past year happened in the city of Utica. He said if you look at it, a majority of them come from, bathroom overdoses and so on and so forth. With that said, before we vote on it tonight, and I know my feelings on it, but if you guys don't mind reiterating what your feelings are and what you deal with, I think that that's very important for us, especially across the street from the McDonald's on Mohawk Street. I know that they've had incidents of people, sniffing paint cans and going in there, and everything's right on the 911 app. You guys can all figure this out yourselves and go see what's going on in the city of Utica right from your phone. So if you guys don't mind reiterating, I know, like I said, I can put my head on a pillow at night knowing how I vote, but if you can, kind of give me your background and on that. So. No,
we're gonna wait.
That's my listen, and I understand, but they weren't here. So was
we're not.
Chief Holt here today? Was Chief Noon here today? Was Codes Commissioner Phillips here? Nobody was here? So you guys have the right to invite them.
Can you just give us,
thank you,
guys, less than a minute on each?
Appreciate that.
Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you, Council President.
So as far as, the bathrooms being open, I can't tell you that I have any public safety concerns specific to the bathrooms being open. Any public space you're going to have, any public space, given the opportunity for crime, you're gonna have crime if there's not gonna be a police presence there. That's why we are going to, the mayor has asked us to focus on the parks, and we're going to do that. Specific to bathrooms, I can't say that, the bathrooms being open is going to invite crime. It certainly, if all I can say is that, given the opportunity for crime will occur. And that's really the best way I can put it.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Deputy Chief.
Commissioner Sokolowski?
I've talked to Heather multiple times. I get what she's saying, but I just think you're opening up a can of worms, opening them up. It's for the wrong people. It's not for the right people. And if you go to Fast Track or any other place, they lock their doors, they give you a key. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, from a codes perspective, I'm gonna stay out of this one. We don't police codes on city properties. Codes are, a government can't cite itself. So really how the bathrooms operate and stuff, as a department head, as codes goes, I'm indifferent because it doesn't involve me and I don't feel right speaking for somebody else.
Deputy Chief Noon?
Yeah, I would just say, as far as overdoses are concerned, we see people overdose everywhere. People outside the city, I know that, overdose in bathrooms does offer some privacy. But as far as the numbers of people that overdose in bathrooms, I know that you can find it in the notes probably of our calls, but it's not something we can search. But I'm certainly offer that it does happen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last but not least, I gotta wish my guy happy birthday.
Thank you. Councilmember at Large, Heather Wazlewski.
Hi, I'm just going to speak a little bit on this too. As of right now, we're asking in the ordinance 4 to 8 hours, and right now 4 hours is already covered with people there. So Youth Bureau already has people that are watching the bathrooms for 4 hours, and I have not heard anybody give me anything about having issues while those attendees have been there or the Youth Bureau has been there. Also, we have word that Workforce Management is willing to come in and possibly work with the city for free, so we don't need to pay them to be able to open other bathrooms that don't have the Youth Bureau there. So that's kind of nice right now. So I think that I'm happy with this. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this. I'm one of the people that needs to use a bathroom when I'm there, and as a woman, it's not ideal to go into the woods and go to the bathroom. Just saying that. I think a lot of people have had issues where they now go to New Hartfordtown Park to do their walks because there's a bathroom available to them. Parents have to pack up their kids and go to Stewart's or other places or go home when they have to go to the bathroom. These bathrooms are being watched as of right now. And if we have other people that are willing to come in and help with that, that's awesome. So this ordinance will keep them always thinking about the bathrooms every year. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. 6th District Councilmember Joseph Beatrice.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I wasn't going to speak on this at all, but since it was brought up, I'm going to put my 2 cents in. So I think we had a pretty productive committee meeting, but there was a lot of words like possibility. There was no department people here. We listened to them now. They didn't overwhelmingly convince me. Venice's people, that sounds great, but it's not something that I know that's in concrete. There's not a concrete plan. And again, I hear it's only a turnkey. Somebody's just got to come in there and turn the key and lock the door. And we all know the possibilities of what's going to happen. So in a perfect world, I'd be for that. But the way it is right now, I don't believe that we have a total solution. And more on top of it, when we talk about they're already open right now, to me, there's no need for legislation. It's already something the administration does. We can tweak it here and tweak it there. To me, this seems like something that we want to try to handcuff the administration, forcing them to do, in my opinion. So I'm not against it. I think it's great for the people, but like the commissioner says, it's for the wrong people. The people who really need it are going to be the people. You're going to get a young kid going in the bathroom, and there could be somebody in there. I mean, we are opening a can of worms. So that's all I'm going to go there. Last thing, again, wish him happy birthday to my man go back a lot of years. They should have, if we knew better, we would have did a proclamation for our undefeated soccer team with the kids back 25 years ago. So happy birthday. And yesterday, I did a walk with the mayor through North Utica. And I want to say, and I haven't been going around the ball fields. I got to tell you, they look awesome. So I want to thank the parks, DPW, the engineering, did a great job with that. And then lastly, Monday the 18th is the North Utica neighborhood meeting. I don't have all the details on it because Bo's not here to give them to me. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the school board. I'm not sure who the guests are going to be and stuff like that, but there is a meeting there. And then when we do the proclamation, I'll speak on the invite for the 110th anniversary for North Utica. Okay? Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilmember. 5th District Councilmember Venice Irvin.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll start off by saying that the Impact Center over on West Street, that's in full force right now. They're almost cleared all of the ground. They finally took down the rest of the Leisure Time Center today. It's going to run from almost South Street all the way close to Eagle Street. And it's going to be housing and a community center. And they have started to work on it. The construction company is in there every day doing what they need to do to prepare the land, and it's going to go up probably in a year or two. I think it's the completion date. I talked to Bob Kelly, and they're excited, and Community Foundation is excited, and Mid-Utica Neighborhood Association is involved in it too. So that's a good thing for the community, and we're looking forward to that being completed. Secondly, to add on to what Deputy Chief Hope was saying about the police, they've been walking around on Oneida Square over by the Hope House, and I saw them over at Steuben Park, over close to the county building, making sure they're moving people along, keeping them out of trouble. I know they're giving out tickets to some of them, but there's been complaints, but they are doing their job and walking around and doing everything. So, and I walk around there quite a bit talking to a lot of the people, and it's surprising that a lot of people aren't actually homeless. They just come there to eat at the Hope House all day, and then they go home at night. So it's not really a big time homeless situation. that's going on at least in District 5. It's just people like to hang out that are not working and doing other things. So I just want everybody to know that. Did I have anything else? Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. 4th District Councilmember Frank Carcone.
Yes, this is more for the council itself. You know, everybody on this council has its way of getting their word out, Facebook, Instagram. My way is I walk my neighborhoods of the 4th Ward 4 miles a day, and I try to hit different parts, and I talk to them. So I have no problem with the way anybody uses their way of getting their information out. So I hope you all would start using it to let everybody in this area know how short of police we are going to be, and that there are going to be changes that have to be made. And we're coming up with them soon. So you people that do have your huge ways of Instagram or Facebook, I would hope you get this word out there with it, because it's a good way. We need it, and I hope you use it that way. And as far as the bathrooms being open, I wish the bathrooms could be open 24 hours, but I do have my questions as far as safety. I'm worried about the right person using it and getting attacked by the wrong person. And that's a big concern, and, you know, that's it.
Thank you, Councilmember. 3rd District Councilmember, President Pro Temp and Committee of the Whole, Chair Joseph.
Thank you, Mr.
Vito.
President. Just to shift gears, another congratulations to the 2 local girls teams that we brought in. I think it's great to see those groups of girls so active and succeeding. And tell you what, I hope we pass another 50 proclamations just like it. It's really great to see the youth come in and get involved. And, look, for all we know, there could be 1 or 2 in the group that may sit on this council someday. So I think it's good that we bring them in and offer every piece of advice we can and offer a hospitable place for our youth to come and enjoy that, because it was really something to see. And I know we've done it in the past with football teams, baseball teams, and it's something I look forward to, because seeing the parents sitting out in the gallery, how happy they are to see their children, their grandchildren doing well. It's something that we should continue to push. So with that, thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Councilmember. 2nd District Councilmember Robert Burmaster.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank the mayor for reaching out to the walk in West Utica. Marcus and the codes came out. It was good. It was good. It was really nice to see the mayor out there, codes out there, and I appreciate you. I can see the difference in the last 3 weeks with the green waste being picked up. The streets are starting to look better. Springtime's a dirty time. You still got the dirt and sand and whatnot from the winter, but our DPW commissioner is doing a great job there, and I'd be missed if I didn't wish you a happy birthday. And I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and it was great to see the 2 teams here, and I think we're going in the right direction, and thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. 1st District Councilmember Katie Allen.
Thank you, Mr. President. The topic of the bathrooms came up quite a bit, and I just want to reiterate, I am completely in favor of this legislation. I'm glad we have a lot of people all of a sudden concerned about people overdosing in this city. Would love to do something about it. Maybe check out a navigation center, utilize our resources to take care of people. Just keep that energy going all the way if you can. And obviously, yeah, they're gonna be a mess at times. Something might happen. That's just what a city is. If a kid breaks their leg on a slide, you don't get rid of a playground. Just because you get in a car accident on a road doesn't mean you remove the road. It is our duty and our job to take care of our city and our facilities. That's what we're here to do. And actually, for this bathroom that we have, we're literally asking for 4 hours a day. I don't need to go on an app on my phone to see all the reasons why not to have it. I'm there with the parents. I see all the reasons why we should have it, and I think this legislation speaks to who our priorities are in the city, and that's why I'm in favor of it. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilmember. Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 1?
Motion?
Authorizing sale of beer and wine to Valley View Golf Course. Valley View Golf Course golf tournaments Friday, June 19th, 2026 PBA tournament. Friday the 26th MVCC tournament. Monday, July 20th Boilermaker tournament. Saturday, July 25th Andre Calais Memorial tournament. Saturday, August 1st Killebrew tournament. Sunday, August 2nd East Utica Classic tournament. Friday, August 14th CNY Labor Council Charity Golf Classic. Friday, August 21st, Thomas Lindsay Tournament. Monday, August 24th, Syracuse Builders Exchange Tournament. Friday, August 28th, UFD Firefighters Tournament. Sunday, September 6th, MVCC Softball Tournament. Saturday, September 12th, UC Baseball Tournament. Location, Valley View Golf Course, 620 Memorial Parkway, Utica, New York, 13501. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion and second for proposed resolution number 2.
Motion?
Authorizing sale of beer and wine, FX at Matt Brewery. Boilermaker after hour party, Sunday, July 12th, from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. FX Matt Brewery, 830 Varick Street, Utica, New York, 13502. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion and second for proposed resolution number 3.
Thank you.
Thank you. Authorizing sale of beer and wine to St. Anthony St. Agnes Church. St. Anthony Festival Celebration, Friday, June 12th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, June 13th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, June 14th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. St. Anthony St. Agnes Church, 422 Tilden Ave, Utica, New York, 13501. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Motion and second for proposed resolution number 4.
Motion?
Thank you.
Authorizing sale of beer and wine, Tunnel to Towers. Tunnel to Towers, 5K race, Sunday, August 16th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 207 Genesee Street, Utica, New York, 13501. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Proposed resolution number 6.
Motion?
Proclamation honoring Mrs. Hayes. Councilman Tesla, you're going to read this to her tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, can I have your votes, please?
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed ordinance number 7?
Motion to commit?
Anyone opposed? Commit. Motion and a second for proposed resolution number 8.
Motion?
Can I get a second? Announcement of dates for July and August Common Council meeting. Wednesday, July 1st at 7 p.m. and Wednesday, August 26th, 7 p.m. Common Council chambers. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 9?
Motion?
A resolution in support of 2026 SS4A funding application. Be it further resolved that the mayor of Utica be and hereby authorized to act on behalf of the city of Utica in all matters related to the financial assistance upon approval of the said request or enter into a state assistant contract for such financial assistance. Your votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 10?
Motion?
Resolution approving the granting of 3 permanent easements to UHPDC Mohawk Valley Garden Corporation. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 11?
Motion?
Proclamation recognizing the grand opening of the Crust Kitchen and Bar in Utica, whereas the Crust Kitchen and Bar will celebrate the grand opening of its Utica location on May 11, 2026 at 330 Main Street, whereas the Utica location represents the second location of Crust Kitchen and Bar, building upon the success of its original restaurant in Rome, New York. Whereas the Crust Kitchen and Bar, led by Chris DeStito and Frank Belmont, has become known in the Mohawk Valley for its creative sandwiches and commitment to fresh quality ingredients, whereas the Crust Kitchen and Bar's stated mission is to craft remarkable food and experience for its patrons and community, reflecting the spirit of hospitality, hard work, and local pride that strengthens neighborhoods. Whereas the Crust Kitchens and Bars expansion in Utica contributes to the growth of Utica's dining, whereas locally owned restaurants play an important role in creating gathering places. Be it further proclaimed that this proclamation will forever be inscribed into the minutes of the City of Utica Common Council meeting on the 6th day of May 2026. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Can I have a motion and a second for proposed resolution number 2?
Motion.
Yeah.
Councilman Beatrice, you want to read this? You can read it. Okay, proclamation for the 110th anniversary of North Utica. Whereas on May 15th, 1916, the section of Utica not known as North Utica was annexed from the town of Deerfield. Whereas in 1916, at the time of North Utica's annexation, the population was approximately 900 residents, and now 110 years later, North Utica is alone approximately 9,000 residents. Whereas the years have passed, North Utica has changed to become a family-friendly place to live. Where farms and vast areas of woods once stood, our community is now home to neighborhoods, shopping centers, and schools, while with walking and hiking trails lined with creeks, streams still preserve the natural beauty of the area. On any given night, one can find a game to attend at many baseball, softball, football, or soccer fields that call North Utica home. Whereas North Utica has gone through many changes and is now faced with moving into the future with the replacement of bridges over the Erie Canal, Mohawk River, addition of Harbor Point, North Utica is looking forward to growing into the future. Whereas North Utica is populated with restaurant, banks, coffee shops, hotel, churches, barber shops, doctor's offices, shopping centers, dance studios, diners, pharmacies, whereas North Utica was home to 8 cemeteries and some now removed, home to Revolutionary War veterans and founding family members of Deerfield. Now therefore be it resolved, as we move forward with anticipation for the future of North Utica, the Common Council would like to remember the past and recognizes the 110th birthday of the seasoned yet young, vibrant, and ever-expanding North Utica. Further resolves that this resolution be subscribed upon the minutes of this Common Council meeting of May 6, 2026. Votes, please.
9 yeas adopted.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd just like to invite everybody here on the council and anybody who's in the chambers that on Saturday, May 16th at 1 o'clock at the North Utica Center, we will be having a celebration there. There'll be food, beverage, and everybody's welcome. So
Thank you. I just want to have a quick shout out to my boys. On Saturday, we had our first Little League game. We were down 6-5 in the bottom of the 6th. My son Rocco scored the winning run, tying run. My son Giordano scored the winning run. My son Anthony hit Giordano in with the game-winning hit, and he was the winning pitcher.
That's Big A.
I'm just going to say
all three had their part.
They had the best first base coach.
Thank you. A motion to pull ordinance 4 from committee.
Second.
Yes. Can I have a second?
Second.
I just want to know where they got their talent from.
They probably really got 3 kids or go.
They were all in the game, so that means he was coaching, right?
Yeah. Can I have an ordinance amending section 26105? We have a motion and a second.
Ordinance 4 from April 13th, 2026.
Okay. Got a motion and a second for proposed ordinance number 4? We got it?
Yeah.
Ordinance establishing minimum public access hours for restroom facilities in city parks. Now therefore be ordained the Common Council of the City of Utica that the mayor is authorized to implement the opening of all restroom facilities located within parks owned and operated by the City of Utica for public use for a minimum of 4 hours per day between hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. during the period beginning Memorial Day, ending Labor Day of each calendar year. Votes, please.
I just got one question.
Yes.
Right now, when are they open from?
So Frank, TR Proctor's open April through August from 5 to 9 p.m., June 22nd to August 14th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., April through June, Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 4 p.m. O'Connor's is June 22nd to August 14th from 11 p.m. to 8 p.m., August 14th to early October, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pixley, Seymour, Quinn, Wonko, Roscoe, and the tennis courts are June 22nd to August 14th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The pools are from June 22nd to August 14th. Buckley Pool is Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Closed for lunch from 12 to 1, Saturday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Sundays are closed. Addison Miller is Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Sundays are closed. Seymour Pools Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 12. Saturday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays are closed. Now,
Super
that does not even yes, those are with supervision. Those are with supervision. With that said, from now until July, end of August, we have access to every single baseball field. So all the baseball fields are open, minus a couple of cracks that we had in the pipes that we had to fix this year, okay? Longo Field's open. I mean, so to say that they were never open and stuff like that is totally a big issue that I have. All right. Now, the one thing I'll say, and this goes to the council people that want to support this, I will actually advocate for the Parks Department, Youth Bureau, to give the keys to the council people and have them go open it up. They've got so much time.
That's
They've
not
got
our
so
job.
much.
It's the city's job,
No,
Sam.
but
Sam,
it's the city for who?
Can we
I
have
just,
point of
I just
order?
wanted, time out.
What
But
do
if
you
they're
want to-
so concerned,
Okay.
they could take a
guys-
key and they could go open up, they could go open them up as well.
Votes, put, Councilman Vitar, you want to speak?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to clarify, Councilwoman Testa, those hours that you mentioned, are those the hours the parks are open?
No, those are the hours that have somebody at the actual bathrooms.
That's why I say.
Okay, at the event, okay.
That was from the Youth Bureau Director.
No, I just
And
wanted to-
also, for the record, the Youth Bureau Director also stated if there was any council person here that wanted a park open, he would actually have somebody at that park through those times that they requested.
So then,
So-
then
No,
again,
there's
why
more
are
to
we
that,
having
Sam, so-
legislation?
Okay,
Your
guys,
proof.
this is the
Can we call
beauty
a
of the vote. You vote yes or no. Go ahead with your
Mr.
votes.
Mr. President, I just wanted to add, I was just mentioning too, I just wanted to qualify my vote. I mean, everything that we heard, it sounds like the administration is pushing pretty hard to increase the police presence at the parks as it is. So as far as I see it, this is the time to vote for it when it coincides with the administration's push to increase the public safety there. So for that reason, on this one, I will be voting yes for the 4 to 8 hours per day.
So I think the police just told you that you're adding extra work for them because they're not open. Adding any additional stuff is going to be a problem.
And can I make
I
a
mean,
statement?
guys, come on.
Councilman Lemenico? Yes. Councilman Lemenico has the floor, please.
I'm not.
Go ahead, Councilwoman.
Deputy Chief, the bathrooms that have been monitored over the years, the last 2 or 3 years, on a daily basis that the Parks Department and everyone else has been involved with, has anybody ever died in one of them from overdosing?
No, let him speak, please.
Sir, so I'm not aware.
Do you
of
recall of any?
No, I'm not aware of any specific, police-related issues regarding bathrooms at the parks. I'm not aware of, nothing pops
Right.
into my head. I'm not telling you that there hasn't been an instance there.
Right, thank you.
I'm not aware of it.
So, my thought on this is that the parks in the city of Utica are for everyone. They're not for one person. This should be a wonderful thing that we're opening these up. We have
Okay, guys, just, I mean, oh, yeah, we get it, but they're open, so we know 4 hours, 8 hours. Go ahead, please. Let's go.
I think I have my point across, and I'm not going to belate it because I'm just going to hear more chatter in the background. So I'll be voting yes for
Yep,
this thing.
votes, please.
Are we voting to open them more?
I have no idea. None of the department heads were here to even speak on behalf of it, so.
Keep the same hours?
No, they're expanding them.
Expanded.
So they're
yeah.
asking the Parks Department to go and open them up.
Try to expand them.
Yeah, so they're asking the,
Minimum of 4 to 8
Okay.
hours. They get to decide how they.
they're already open 48 hours, so that another defeats the purpose of even the legislation.
Votes, please.
6 yeas adopted.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yep, adjourn.